I don't know for you, but I used to manifest a lot of things in my life without really knowing how the hell I manifested these things. And as a result, I was not able to duplicate my manifestations over and over again. Something great happened to me, and then I tried to do it again, and then it just didn't happen. And I grew really frustrated because I just was not able to duplicate my results over and over again. And I found out that there's actually a recipe to manifestation. And this recipe is different for me, it's different for you, it's different for the other person, it's different for everyone. And what I want to do in this video is that I want to teach you this recipe, the recipe that is designed for you, how your brain, how your mind is designed to attract different things in your life. So if that's interesting to you, please keep on watching. Also, please go ahead, like, subscribe to this video. And also please write some comments because I love answering to the comments down below. With that being said, let's get started. Oh, and also, towards the end of the video, I'm gonna have a hack that's going to allow you to just turn your day upside down so that you can turn almost any day into a magnetic event to attract more things into your life, all right? So keep watching the entire video to get that also. With that being said, let's get started. What we need to know is we need to know how your brain is naturally designed to work. We need to know the recipe for certain events. So we have recipes for good days, we have recipes for bad days. This is basically the way your mind encodes different things, different memories, different events, different beliefs. And we're just gonna have a very basic recipe right now. We're gonna look at the basic recipe of a happy memory, okay? Very, very basic stuff that we can build on afterwards. So what I want you to do is that I want you to bring to mind a very, very happy day, a happy memory or a happy day. And I want you to notice if you see a picture in your mind. If you see a picture, is it a picture or is it a movie? Meaning, is there movement in the picture? And when you see the picture, where is it located? I know it sounds a little bit weird, but the picture can be here, it can be here, it can be here, it can be here. It can take the entire room, and while it takes the entire room, it can still be in a direction. I'll give you an example. For me, there's some memories that take the entire room. I bring to mind something and it takes the entire room, but my eyes are slightly angled this way, or my eyes could be slightly angled this way, or up or down. So that gives me the location of that memory. Now, I want you to notice if the image is close to you or far, the distance. And notice how bright the image is, if it's bright or dim. Now, I want to show you what happens when you change the ingredients of your memory. What I want you to do, if the image is in color, I want you to put it in black and white and see what happens right away. If the image was in black and white, then you would put it in color and see what happened. But most people, most of the time, a happy memory would be in color. Most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. Now, I want you to take this happy memory that is in black and white now and put it as far as humanly possible until you just see a tiny, tiny dot. And notice how this happy memory doesn't feel so happy anymore. Bring it back towards you. Bring it back into color the way it was initially and bring it closer to you. And notice how when you put it in color, it feels better. And when you bring it closer to you, it feels even more real, more strong. What we want to do, we don't want to make it feel crazy. Neville Goddard says you need to live within the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That means you don't make it feel crazy, right? You make it feel natural to you. So you want to make your memories, you want to make your visualization feel natural. Not fake, not crazy exciting, but natural. Happy, excited, natural, all right? So now that you've understood what effect the location has, what effect the color has, what effect the distance has, I want you to notice whether you're inside the picture or outside the picture. If you're inside the picture, what happens as soon as you stepped outside the picture and you see yourself? Probably feels different, right? So go back into the image, reassociate with yourself in the picture, and notice how it probably feels much better. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to go to the auditory component, because your memory also has an auditory component. Now some people don't hear anything in their memories. Some people do. But we all have the capacity to do it. Sometimes adding sound to a memory, adding sound to our visualizations, make it feel more real. Sometimes it makes it feel less real. So I want you to take that happy memory, okay, and notice if there was any sounds whatsoever in that memory. It could be something was said. It could be the sound of an airplane, the sound of a bird, the sound of the wind. And if there's no sounds whatsoever, I want you to add some sounds. And notice what happens when you add some sounds. Does it make it feel more real or less real? Now we're going to do something really, really kind of cool right now. And this is like a little relationship advice that doesn't really have a lot to do with the visualization right now, but I really want to share it. I think it's a really, really cool thing. So this is something that you can do with your spouse or your special someone to just spice things up a little bit. And we're going to go back to the visualization a little bit later. But anyways, it has to do with sound. This is really, really, really cool. So first, we're going to do it for you. I want you to imagine just the person that turns you on the most, right? And I want you to imagine them saying something really, really, really sexy to you. And imagine that voice right in front of you. And they say that really sexy thing. Yeah, it turns you on. And bring that to the side. Bring that voice to the side, and that person says the really sexy thing to you. Bring that to the other side, and that person says the really sexy thing to you. Bring that to the back. Hear that sexy voice, sexy things. Bring it on top. Hear the sexy things. And the bottom, sexy things. And notice how there's a location that is just, it's just sexier. It just turns you on more. So, if you were to take that trick with your spouse and you ask them, where is the sexy sound coming from, right? You ask them to do this particular exercise. And they tell you, I like from the left ear or I like from the right ear. What would happen if you were to try to initiate something and talk in the ear that turns them on? You probably would have a better time, right? So anyways, this is how powerful location can be, how powerful sound location can be. I just had this thing in my mind and I just wanted to share that with you. I digress. Let's go back to the visualization that we were doing, okay? I don't know why I did this, but anyways, so let's go back to the really happy memory that you may be doing later on, but let's go back to the happy memory. We had the location of the memory, we have the sound of the memory. Now what we need to do is we need to figure out how that memory feels. For instance, I am an extremely kinesthetic visualizer, meaning that I feel things. I can actually feel the glasses on my head right now. If I just imagine, I can feel a backpack on my back right now. I could feel a pen in my hands right now. I can feel all of these things. It's very easy for me to do. It might not be for you, or it might be. But do you have any kind of these external feelings in your visualization of the best of a very happy day? Some people are more internal, meaning that they feel something inside. For me, when I'm happy, I feel it here. And it kind of has a sense of expansion, right? So do you have a feeling in your body? Maybe it expands, maybe it turns left, maybe it turns right. Notice if there's a direction in which the energy spins or expands and where it's in your body. So notice all of these things for the happy memory. And what we're going to do now is we're going to transfer this really, really happy memory to our day to make our day a very, very happy day. Okay? And we're going to do a few more things. So let's imagine that one of the things that you want to attract in your life is wealth. Everybody wants to attract wealth in their life, right? So today somebody buys you a cup of coffee. Okay? Somebody bought you a cup of coffee, and you can tell yourself, well, wealth is attracted to me because today somebody bought me a cup of coffee, which confirms that money is being attracted to me. Now, you made this statement saying, money is attracted to me because somebody bought me a cup of coffee. Now, what if you were to visualize this particular event? I want you to close your eyes and notice what would happen. What's probably going to happen, there's like a 90% chance of this is going to happen. You're going to visualize this event that happened in your day in a slightly different location. What I want you to do is I want you to bring this memory of somebody buying you a cup of coffee, which confirms that you're a money magnet, bring it into the location of your happy memory. Make it as big. Make it as bright. Make it with the same kind of sounds, with the same vividness. Make it associated or disassociated, whether your happy memory is associated or disassociated. If your happy memory was a movie and the memory of somebody buying you a cup of coffee, for instance, is a picture, then turn it into a movie. And notice how now that somebody bought you a cup of coffee and it's coded in the way that is designed to be your best memory, if in your mind, when you're seeing this new memory, you tell yourself, François Asset, which is my name, François Asset is a money magnet. The proof is that somebody today bought him a cup of coffee. And as you say this, you see the memory. Notice how it feels. You can also say, I'm a money magnet. The proof is that today somebody bought me a cup of coffee, which proves that money is attracted to me. And as you're saying this, as you're thinking about this, you're also visualizing in the right area with the right modality in the right style. And notice how it ingrains this particular memory, this particular thing that you're trying to manifest more into your life. And what we're doing here, we're building proof that your desired reality is already here. Now, we did this with money, but money ain't everything in life. If you don't have your health, money is not that important. If you're not money is one thing. Relationships, love, happiness, health, all of these things are probably more important than money, because you can have all the money in the world without a happy relationship, without your health, without these, and it's not worth anything, right? So don't do this just for money. Do this for other things in your life. And what you're going to do is that you're going to start building proof that your desired reality is not coming, but is already here. That is what Neville Goddard was talking about. That is living in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. One last thing. Before you wake up, before you go to work, or do any kind of activity, what would happen if you visualize the future in the right area, wherever it is, with the right brightness, with the right sounds, with the right feeling? Meaning, for instance, if in my best memory ever, I have a feeling here that expands, right? And I'm picturing a meeting with some investors. And in this meeting with investors, I would feel the expansion of my throat. I would visualize my meeting, me there, same size of the image, same brightness, same distance, same kind of sounds, feeling in the right spot. Notice what happens. Day and night. You're going to have fantastic results. That is the recipe to manifest your dream life. If you want to know more, if you want to go way deeper into this particular recipe so that you can manifest things for money, health, relationships, and actually, even if you're a parent, teach that to your kids. My information is down below. Please feel free to reach out, and it'd be my pleasure to do some one-on-one, and also I'm going to have some group sessions hopefully pretty soon, and we can work and manifest together. All right, I hope it was helpful. Cheers and bye for now.